If you clicked here on this video, you probably want to know what is a macro. So here we're going to tell you what a macro is. We've got fats, proteins, and we've got carbs.
So if you click this video, you're probably wondering, what is a macro?
What is a macro?
So today in this video, we're gonna give you a brief overview of what macros are and why they're important to your body. So hopefully by the end of this video, if someone asks you what a macro is, you'll know exactly
what it is. So jumping right into it, macro is short for the word macronutrient, which is exactly what macros are. They are nutrients that supply our body with so many different important things that we need to stay alive.
Correct. So if you don't take anything away from this video, know this. Macros are made up of 3 different things: protein, carbs, and fats.
That's it. So those are your 3 macros. So when someone asks you, are you counting your macros? What are your macros? That's what they're asking is, what are your calories? Because that's what all 3 of those things are. They provide calories to our body.
Exactly. All right, let's get into it.
All right, so we're gonna kick it off with carbohydrates, your carbs. So a lot of people like to cut their carbs. That's the first thing you think of when you hear carbs is cut your carbs.
Low carbs.
So we want to show you why carbs are important. So you've got 2 different types of carbs, simple and complex. Both serve different purposes, but overall, both are gonna break down as glucose and both are gonna provide energy sources. And simple carbs are gonna give you energy quickly, and complex carbs are gonna take a little bit longer to break down, so they're gonna keep you full a little bit longer. So your simple carbs are gonna be things like fruits, candies, sugar, honey, things like that. Those are gonna break down really quickly, so it would be like a quick energy source. And then complex carbs are gonna take a little bit longer for your body to digest. So think of things like grains, starches, pastas, vegetables, things like that. Those are gonna take longer for your body to digest, but eventually it will break down into glucose, okay? So not all carbs though
are built equally. So your candies is not gonna be the same as you eating an apple. They're not gonna have the same sort of effect on your body. So the quality of your carbs do matter when it comes to counting your carbs, right?
Yes, but also the important thing to remember with your carbohydrates is yes, they are providing glucose to you, but at the same time also there are so many other vitamins and nutrients that are found in different carbohydrates. So you can have a cup of blueberries and a cup of Sour Patch Kids. Both are gonna provide quick energy sources, but one is also gonna give you a ton of vitamins and antioxidants, whereas one is gonna be pure sugar.
It's gonna
maybe
get you
a little
fired up real quick.
cane syrup and food coloring, and that's about it.
So generally speaking, just understand that carbs give you energy, but the quality matters. They're not all built the same. And you should definitely watch which carbs you eat.
And we'll do another video, like you said, explaining more in depth of how much, what kind, all of that for carbs, fats, and proteins. But we just want to give you quickly overall why they're important. So, all right, let's move on to protein.
Okay, so protein. Protein is responsible for rebuilding your body, restoring your muscle fibers and your muscles.
Building
these big guns after a long, hard workout, or if you have a very physical occupation, it's gonna help you restore and recover, right? So generally speaking, protein is made up of amino acids. Now you have essential and you have non-essential amino acids.
Non-essential amino acids, your body can make on its own. So those you do not have to get from diet, and essential amino acids you do, however, need to get from diet. So you can find essential amino acids in all types of animal products,
chicken,
poultry, eggs, whatever. You can also, though, find them in plant sources. So lentils, beans, quinoa, all types of plant foods are going to have essential amino acids as well. Sometimes, depending on the food, it's going to require multiple different ones to get a complete profile, but it is possible. You can get them from plant foods as well. So with protein, just remember it's important for rebuilding and repairing different tissues and muscles in your body. So if you're breaking down more muscle and tissue, you're probably going to require a little bit more to help repair. So just use that as a rule of thumb.
And your biggest question probably would be, how much protein do I need? And we'll go further in another video, but
the more you break down.
If you lift heavy weights versus someone who sits all day, the person who lifts heavy weights,
we'll need a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. All right.
Okay, so the last of the 3 macronutrients is fat.
Now,
let's just make this clear. fat, dietary fat, which is what we're talking about, is different than body fat. So when you eat these fats, it just doesn't just go to your love handles,
to create more fat.
Yes, this is just, body fat is excess energy.
Yep, and you can get body fat from excess carbs, excess protein. So you can gain body fat from excess any of them.
I know it's confusing because we're saying fat and fat.
Yeah, so we're talking about dietary fat, which is extremely important for your body. So fats are going to help you with producing different hormones. They provide a cushion to your organs and help your organs function correctly.
Need that.
Yeah, exactly. And you also need dietary fats to absorb fat-soluble vitamins. So that's 100% necessary. And they also can be used as a source of energy. So, you know, fats are just as important as carbs and protein. There's so many different roles that dietary fat plays in your body. And when you're breaking fat down, you've got 3 different kinds. You've got trans fat, which is going to be things like
McDonald's.
Fried food, which obviously is not, which fried food obviously is not vital to your body. So you don't need trans fats. You shouldn't have any. We all like to think French fries are needed and necessary to survive, but they're not.
They're good, but they're not vital.
Exactly. Saturated fats is going to be things like high fatty meats, think more like cholesterol. So a lot of those you don't want to have too much in excess, just for more health reasons, which we can elaborate on in another video. And then unsaturated fats are going to be things like avocados, certain nuts and seeds and things like that. So good fats. And good fats, again, like we said, have a multitude of benefits to your body.
So all of these macronutrients are super important, equally important. And you should never just shut one out
any.
For any benefit. Right?
So in doing so, you're cutting out different nutrients that your body needs for so many different roles. So unless there's a medical reason, which if there is, you should be consulting with the doctor or someone who can help you understand why you're cutting that out and how you're supplementing the nutrients that you're missing from those macronutrients. So I would say the biggest thing if you are trying to track your macros is that not every body is the same. So his body might respond to fats different than my body.
I'm a high protein person. I need more protein.
And then, you know, someone else might be low protein and try to follow what he's doing and they don't get the same results. So everyone's body is going to be different. Your needs as far as how much of these macros are going to be different. And yeah, we'll do another video elaborating on that and just maybe explaining that a little bit further.
Correct. All right, so if you found this video useful, please give us a thumbs up and share it to other people who might not know what macros are. Also, we have other videos on the channel. So, you know, if you need a workout right now, you can go, you know, get you a nice little workout in. We have follow along workouts and we have guided workouts. So go check those out as well.
Or if you are tracking your macros, go check out our rice cake video that we just posted and
we gave you
fit some of those into your macros because they are delicious. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Toya Chabrel.
At Juice in Texas.
All right,
and we'll see you back at the next video.
On the next video.
Yeah, macros. You know what macros are now.
M-A-C-R.